Welcome to the show, guys. How's everybody doing?
That was weird.
Remember to hit record this time. That's all that matters.
There you go, man.
Yay!
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so if you guys
Good
ever
Monday.
wonder why every now and then, if you ever watch the rebroadcast, if you see just the main video in the center, that means I forgot to hit record. I'm grabbing the StreamYard recording, but like if you see it where it has this and then on the side, that's the actual recording that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can remember to, hit record, which we don't have it on these TVs. We used to have it on the TV itself where it said, don't forget to press record. And I would always forget. What's up, Bill Freeman from Jacksonville?
Jacksonville. What's up, Luis?
He's out of town. I thought he was done traveling.
Never
he's
done traveling.
Special,
Oh,
Dave,
he's special. He
what's
always
happened?
been special.
Dave,
What's up, Dave?
happening?
David.
Christian, it's happening. Lewis from Portugal, checking it out. James. We did Bill. Lewis again. Scott. Lewis. Jr. Texas. I like that. That's cool. Standing out.
Bruce.
Hi, Lewis. Bruce. Happy Monday, guys. Do you get bored and jump rope with 0 or 4 gauge? No, not with 0 or 4 gauge. 8 gauge would probably be okay.
Mm-hmm. But
Jesus, could you imagine swinging a 0 gauge? Like how tiring that would get? The other problem is we never get bored. I gotta be honest with you, like, there's very rarely a boring moment.
we just smack each other's with a 4 gauge.
Oh my gosh. It's funny you should say that. Back at AVE, like, we got this sample of 0 gauge once. It was like a 2-foot piece.
Yeah.
And somebody stripped off like 6 inches of it, and they whacked the shit out of the other installer. And I'm like,
right in the bag, huh?
No, did it on the leg. And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
What is wrong with you?
That's fun.
Oh, and then they started saying beat the crap out of each other with the pieces here. I'm like, they would also electrocute themselves.
How?
Because what they do is they'd do AC stuff, and then they would, and then they'd bring somebody in, and then, it was so stupid. These guys were dumb. These guys, they were
good memories, right?
Oh, yeah, good times, good times.
Did you laugh?
I looked at them with sympathy, knowing that somewhere their parents are shedding a tear that their child.
So you never laugh. So whatever they did, you never laugh.
Dude,
Come on.
how long have you known me?
I know.
Do you ever, like, when I see stupid people do, I'm not the guy.
Sometimes because there's stupid things like, that was just stupid, yeah.
But more, it's not like, oh, you guys are fun. It's more of like, God, Jesus, like, come on, guys. Mr. Burr.
What's up, William?
What's happening?
I always laugh.
I know you do. I know, and that's why I keep you
have
around.
to
Well,
laugh.
yeah, but that's why I keep you around, so that you can laugh, and I can just be like...
Oh, that's why? That's it?
That's
so now we'll be fired?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Well, no, but... Hey, from Knoxville! What's up, Scott from
What's
Michigan? Hi!
What's up, Chris?
Maryland. Oh.
Ooh.
Natasha, do you want me to stick your logo on it? Oh, wow, that sounds kinky.
Sure.
Oh,
Stick it.
Instagram contest. Oh, wait, here, guys, check this out.
All
so,
right.
Natasha just...
This is live.
This is live. So
Right now.
the thing you just
tap
heard...
in the picture.
Hold on, I'm going to wait till this pops up here on number 8. All right, hold on. So, number 8. So, this is... So, Natasha just sent this to me. Sorry, we'll do away with that. Do you want... So, just to fall back, doing a fanboy giveaway, I feel like I need to be... You guys can read it. Do I need to read this? They're going to give away a hat, a shirt, something like that. In order to promote it, they want you guys to like follow us, which I think is really cool.
That's just.
I think it's funny.
This is the first time.
But in there again, so this is the thing she's gonna put up on Instagram. So I think it's pretty. That's got to be like one of the daughters.
No, it's Natasha.
Is that Natasha?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
you can see her eyes right there.
I can't see her eyes. It's just God, you're mental. But yeah. So that just came through.
Yeah.
So
make
sure you guys look for that coming up. I mean, all you guys are subsubscribed, so I mean, literally, it's like,
But still, just find somebody else and just subscribe to neighbor or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see your phone.
Yeah.
Done.
But that's going to be the contest coming up. Which, funny she should mention it. Let's just do this right away.
Yeah.
If you guys are in the mood for high-end car audio, and you would like to experience what I like to call my favorite brand, it could also become yours. If you like the sound of big, silk, soft, sexy tweeters,
Oh, wow.
then.
That was like that.
That one asked me to repeat that. I'm glad it was recorded. Make sure to head over to MorelleHiFi.com. They are a proud sponsor of the show. And for the next 15 minutes or 10 minutes, this will be scrolling across the bottom of the show. So thank you so much, Morel, for having faith in us to...
Go check them out.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else... okay. Do you have the webpage loaded up on your...
Yeah, of course.
So, we'll get to the questions. Hi from England! What's up, man? How you doing? Hey... I gotta go there. No, just go to the homepage.
Homepage.
Just go to the homepage. Just like, I think you just click on Morel. Okay, so, all right, what are your three? So right here, where it's on the top of where it says Morel, and it says watch Morel's story. Do yourself a favor, watch the Morel story. If nothing else, just go watch the Morel story. It's like it's like maybe 5 minutes, but it's really well done and it's pretty cool.
It is.
So definitely check that out. Okay, sorry about that. Hello from Largo, a little bit closer than the last one. Hey from Michigan, Minnesota. There we go, Minnesota, Michigan. Howdy, you two are less than 15 minutes from one of my other favorite YouTubers, Bearded Hardware. Oh, really?
Okay.
We should do a collab. He's probably got more subs than us, because he probably does like cardio mechanics and stuff, or car mechanics.
I just like hardware.
6 gauge is the maximum size to jump rope.
For me?
I'm gonna take your word for that. I mean, I feel like in my house there's probably like 5 jump ropes that nobody has ever used.
22 gauge.
Yeah. Morel, no, with a washer on it, so it just sparks every time. Morel Virtus 602s with an MM2 added versus Audio Frog GS. I listen mostly to heavy metal and rock, and occasionally rap. Electronic amp is a D61200. Okay, so heavy metal, rock. I think both of those are probably going to give you what you want. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be happy with either one of those. Naturally, Morel fanboy. This is a tough call for me because I really like Audio Frog too, and I really like Morel. So obviously, man, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because they're both excellent brands. They're both going to do what you want. I'm going to go Morel, and for the simple reason is that unless you're going to go up to the GBs,
right,
then I would go Morel, because I think you'll be happier with the Morel.
Now, that doesn't mean the GS...
No, they're not, but I'm just saying, I mean...
good speakers.
You got two to choose from, GS or GB. I'm going GB. It's just, I'm going to step up.
Saludos, Lalo.
Not saying
estás,
you
carnalito?
can't step up, but,
Right.
Hasta la vista. Tacos, burritos.
Hang on.
You saw one?
I saw one.
Happy
That's
Monday.
Mr.
Happy Monday.
Hey.
I just answered
right
that
here.
one. Okay. Oh. Utah in the house. What's up, fella? John, you got to get in touch with me. We got to figure out what you want to do, man. Meshman Promotions.
.net?
I don't know. Sure.
I think it's .net.
But you guys always ask about laser things. You should make logos for door panels, John. People would buy those. I can show you how to make them if you want to deal with shipping them out.
He has a full crew of people working in there.
He does?
Oh, yeah, totally, man.
Like him and his mom?
No.
His wife?
It has, all right, so it's shipping department, the laser guy.
It's all John, though. Yeah, but they're all named John.
Yes.
Yeah. They're all named John.
That was a cool video.
I really like it. Yeah, I have a whole shipping department and payroll. They're all my wife.
Yes.
Thank God she loves me. Or I think she likes you more.
I haven't seen HR, so it's probably gonna be John working in HR.
I'll get you the HR. Well, don't get reported to the HR department because, could be bad.
All right.
I hear they're really mean. Hey guys, is there a way to change my factory radio in a Silverado 2022 Nambos? I want to go back to my old Kenwood radio. Have you been to Metro Online yet? Go to Metro because...
hang on. It's not the new ones?
It's the new Dash. It's the new Dash. I believe that's a Metro kit.
Hang on.
I believe I have seen that on Metro. Fernando's going to look that up, so hang tight. Victor, what's up, my man?
What's up, man?
Almost done with my son's Lexus. This car fights back hard. Yeah, it's a Lexus. You're welcome, though. GF would use some silk. I mean, they're both silk.
All right, so they don't have nothing for 2022.
Really?
Nope.
Try 2021.
2021 probably.
It might just be that they haven't. A lot of the times, what happens with these manufacturers is like when 21 to 22 is it's not that the kits won't work; they just haven't verified them yet.
Yeah.
So they haven't just plugged the kit into that car.
Radio
yeah, just click on it.
All right, let's go.
Anyone? Yeah, sure.
LT crew car. Let's go. Yeah, parts. And Metro speakers. Nope.
Oh man, I could have swore they made that dash kit.
The only thing I was.
It's not.
No?
That's 19 and back. They haven't made it. They had a prototype that I looked at years ago when Nathan was in charge, and I told him he was nuts.
Oh wow.
But yeah, apparently nobody yet. Just I could have swore I seen one though, man. I could have sworn Metro had one at some point. That's weird. Okay. Hey guys, is the DM608 DSP the same thing as the D61200 DSP, or is the DM608 better? The software used in all of the DSPs is exactly the same software. So whether it's a DM or a D amplifier is exactly the same. Where the difference between those two come in is that the D61200 is 8 channels of input through high level, 6 channels of input through low level, and 1 channel of low level output. The 608 is 6 channels of input, high level and low level. Where the difference comes in is whether you're going to run it as a true 6 channel or if you're going to try to bridge some of the channels. If you're just going to do like front tweeter, front mid, rear, and then output to a sub amp, great amplifier. If you're going to do front tweeter, front mid bass, great amplifier, out to sub. That's kind of where the variation goes. And the other thing too on the 608 where it becomes different is 2 of the channels on the 608 are mono. So you have, let's say, 1 and 2 stereo, 3 and 4 stereo, 5 is mono, 6 is mono, 7 and 8 is stereo. And where that comes into play is if you're going to do front mid, or front tweeter, front mid, sub, center, rear, or something along those lines. The differences are just in small things here and there. They're not like, you get this feature, you don't. It all comes down to just trying to integrate in. Sorry, I shuffled the chair a little bit. I felt like I was sitting far away. So I hope that answers that question. And make sure to stay tuned later because Audio Control is a sponsor of this show. Not a fan of Walmart kits myself. They never seem as sturdy as the AI or Scosche kits. Understandable. To each his own. It's all right. Good evening from Sebring. What's happening? Hey guys, when is it preferable to put multi-layers of sound deadener, and when is it? And when isn't it? Have you ever seen someone put too much sound treatment on something? Like ever? I don't think I ever have. I mean, we
always say you can go as crazy as you want, or as little as.
So it more comes down to being able to put the car back together, and also adding weight. So for example, like you don't want to add 200 pounds to a door. It's kind of bad. There again, the likelihood of you weighing the door down so much that it won't open and close is thin. But I don't even know if it would be necessary, though. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
How's it going
Good
in
morning.
Australia?
Yes.
AVDC.
AVDC.
Australia.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I don't think I've ever.
And keep in mind, if you follow on Instagram and all that stuff, you see some crazy
most people,
stuff.
The problem that most people have is they don't put enough on because they just get lazy.
Oh, I mean,
they're just like, oh, one piece, I'm done. So I think I don't think like, and there again, like on a roof, I don't think you could ever put enough. Like if you're doing SPL type stuff, I don't think you could ever put enough sheets on a roof.
Like 2 sheets, like double sheet.
I remember years ago. Is that Ricardo? that is Ricardo. Oh my
yes.
God, Ricardo from Rain Hell. Monster in the house.
Yeah.
Monster
He's
about
like,
Rain
I'm
Hell.
here. Where are the tacos?
No kidding, right? Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, they don't have grape.
In Orlando.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is Nathan. It's funny we mentioned him twice in one show.
You
Years ago, he used to have a Honda Civic, bubble back like you wanted.
Okay.
And they had a ton of sample roadkill. Okay. Ton of sample roadkill. So he literally just took it all home and took like a week because he's like if you think I'm like anal retention, he's like straight OCD to the max.
Oh, okay.
And so he used boxes and boxes and boxes
to make sure like every layer goes the same.
And then put another layer.
Yeah.
So like you'd close the door and it would just like all you'd have to do is like go like this, and the door was so heavy it would just like.
So you just put the finger in like.
Oh yeah, and it like the roof was as solid as this piece of wood,
yeah.
and all he had in it was like one sub. Yeah, I'm like, really, dude? He goes, oh, he did the floor, he everywhere he could stuff.
Quiet.
Stuff. Yeah, but hey, it was free, and it's just his time.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's awesome.
Anyways.
All right.
Hola, amigos. On a three-way passive system, it would be better to leave the amplifier on full or click the high pass option to set the bottom for the mid bass. Section 2. It would be better to select the high pass option for the mid bass. Yes. When doing a three-way, two-way, any type of passive crossover. So this is our cool passive crossover board right here, and this guy right here is a three-way Morel passive crossover, and it has a bunch of terminals on it. What you have is 2 are for input, and then you have, let me go the other way, it's backwards. You have tweeter, you have mid-range, you have mid-bass. Now what that is doing for you is it's giving you a bottom for the tweeter, meaning the lowest point that the tweeter is going to play at. So let's say in this case 2200. And then the mid-range is going to play up to 2200 and play down to, let's say, 350. The mid-bass is going to play up to 350, but then there's no bottom. It just goes all the way to the floor, which we don't want to do because that would be bad, because you don't want your speaker to play 50 hertz. I mean, you may, but you can't do it. So then, yes, that's where the amplifier comes into play, or the radio, or whatever it is you have, and you provide the bottom for the mid bass. So that 80 hertz or that whatever you choose needs to be on.
All right. What's up, Kenny?
All right, let's pause here for 1 second.
Yep.
Go ahead and click over there and turn off the banner. Hey guys, we have this page that's called the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club, and every week Fernando scours the page and finds the, we'll do that after this. Finds the 12 Volt Clean Wire guy for the week. And so that's going to take us here to this. And this week we have this Moscone Pro.
Yes.
Who do we have?
That's Giovanni.
That is Giovanni.
That is Giovanni.
Oh.
That's
Hold
Giovanni.
on, let me get rid of this. Okay. That's Giovanni?
That's
right.
Giovanni.
From Titan?
No.
Oh, no. From... yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I know who you're talking
Innovation. Sound Innovations in California.
Yes.
There you go.
So Giovanni did a really nice job.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I gave him a clean wire ruler when we were in.
Yeah. That's what he put everything in there. Like,
because I gave him a quick laser class and a wire ruler for putting up with my crap.
Yeah.
Now, if you do an amazing install that you're super proud of and it's got some clean wiring in it, make sure to join the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club. Post your pictures up, and if Fernando thinks it's the sexiest thing ever, I will say post towards the end of the week. You'll get the top page, and everyone will get to see your stuff and tell you how awesome it is. And that has been brought to you by... Boom. All right, there we go. This has been brought to you by the IRTA2. Sorry for the little mess up there in the beginning. Apparently Fernando switched desktops and just got panicky.
Yeah.
If you would like an IRTA2 that's like the electrical RTA, make sure you head over to DNF Tool Drawer. That is dnftooldrawer.com, where you can pick one of those things up and make your life just awesome, because you'll be able to see the magic of sound passing through wires. It's magical, guys. It's truly magical.
It is magical.
All right, head up to banners again.
All right.
And go down to that one right there.
This one?
Yep. Actually, you know what? Go back up. Turn that one off. Turn on that one. Yep, right there. Click it. We'll just leave that up for a minute. Okay, go to the next question.
All right,
and
next.
service up. That's cool.
Question that will
Oregon
be,
in the house.
You got this one?
It just... And now find something else.
Yeah.
How fun would it be to tune a system of someone had, say, 2 DSP amps and 2 mono blocks, say 2 Helix P600 TSP amps and 2 mono X? It probably wouldn't be that much fun. It's doable. It's not like it's not doable. And really, as far as like the EQ part of it would go, that would be perfectly okay. Where you run into, let's say, would be getting your time alignments down. You'd have to do some math there to make sure you enter in the actual milliseconds of delay for each speaker off of a specific point. And that would be the unique part of it, because you wouldn't want it to auto-calculate You'd physically have to go in and add it, which you can with those. But yeah, it would be a total pain in the butt. Helix does make a 12-channel amplifier. Just in case you didn't know that, they do have the 12-channel all set and ready to go that you can pick up. That would, obviously streamline that and make it a little better. But that's what you'd do. You'd have to physically, mathematically figure out your time delays for all speakers, enter that in. And then as far as like EQ adjustment goes, you're going to turn off in pairs and singles anyways. So I would probably also have 2 laptops, especially if it's just inside of a car, because you want to be able to toggle between those two, turning the speakers on and off and doing your whatnot. I was told multiple layers does nothing additional in actual deadening properties. I mean, to say that seems a bit like... okay, so why... All right, let's apply logic to everything we talk about, right? Isn't that the key to this? So more layers would naturally just mean more rigid. Is that going to matter? Maybe not, because, basically the speaker is only going to move so much air and it's only going to vibrate so much. Yeah. So depending on the surface that it's attached to, a single layer will do probably enough to control the amount of vibration that speaker is going to cause. A more rigid baffle would probably be better, like building it out of aluminum or steel or something thick would probably be a good idea. However, I look at it like when you look at like a subwoofer enclosure, where you add 2 layers of wood to the front. So essentially, instead of a 3/4 inch baffle, you use an 1.5 inch baffle. Does it matter? Well, yeah. If the woofer is flexing and you put a more rigid surface, it's going to not flex. Now, it all depends on how weak the steel or metal or glass or whatever it is you're putting is there, because if any of it is moving, well, then you're going to want more. Right. So the name of the game is to make the surface as rigid as you possibly can. If that is putting 2 sheets behind where the speaker goes, so there's more absorbent material there, yeah. But to just make a blanket statement that says it does nothing, oh, okay, sure. Are you sure? Are you 100% positive? Because if you're not, don't say that. So I can't say for sure, because there again, each car is a little bit different, each application is a little bit different. Right. And if you got it, plus it also depends on the material you're using. So if you're using some of the like really inexpensive thin Amazon stuff that you can get, I might want to use 2 layers just because it's so thin. That's going to vary too. Yeah. So always more. Good morning from Australia.
What's up?
What tool do I need to set the gains on my amp? Now, the immediate answer to that is going to be something like, there's multiple ways to set gains on your amplifier. So it depends on what kind of amplifiers you have. Some of your amplifiers have clip indicators or distortion detectors built into those. Well, they're 2 different things. The easy answer is someone's going to say a DD1 or a DD1 Plus. Perfectly fine. But it just does one thing. It's just a one-trick pony. Another thing would say get a digital multimeter that has an oscilloscope, which if you get a good enough one with enough resolution, then yes, you could use that as well. You could use the oscilloscope playing test tones to see where it starts a clip. However, the problem is most of the cheap versions of those, the oscilloscope on it is kind of hard to see. So I don't know how accurate that would be. And then the third option would be just to do the math and figure out, or if this amplifier is only supposed to be about 50 watts, then play your test tone, turn the dial until the math lines up at 50 watts, which is going to be, which if you don't feel like doing the math, you can always just go to Kicker online or kicker.com and download their cheat sheet that they have up there. And so, if, for example, if we have an amplifier that is 50 watts at 4 ohms, it's going to be 14.4 volts. So we would play our, if it's a highs amp and we're like, we want negative 5 dBs of overlap, we'd play that same test tone that we played for all these other things and turn the dial on the gain until it's at 14.4 volts. The disadvantage of doing that is that you're just guessing that the amplifier manufacturer was honest, and you're not really. So that is the not, like, you're just going with God at that point. But at least it's better than just going, maybe, yeah, no, oh. Yep, that's it. But those are really the 3 ways in which to set that. Definitely 2 laptops when tuning 2 DSPs. Oh yeah, Doug, for sure. And Doug would know. He used to work for the company that you mentioned those brands for. So, and he's probably done it many times because he's silly like that.
He's silly. Doug is silly.
1 2 1 2. That's all I gotta say. Some of you guys know what I mean. Do you know if the ACR4 remote will work on a DM DSP or no? It will not. It is only made to work on one thing right now and one thing only, and that is the Epicenter Micro. It would be really cool, but no, not doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like what Lance said. Good evening, fellas. Do math. Nobody does math.
Do the math.
Math is for
Johnny.
Johnny's in the house. What's up, Johnny? Dallas. August. Can't wait. I used my IRTA2 today for the first time. It's fantastic. Dennis, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
I'm glad you liked it. For the rest of you that haven't bought one yet, fools. All of you. No, just kidding.
You should
What
buy
are you
it.
waiting for? Right down below. All right, we can turn that off. All right, let's go ahead and click that off. All right. Thank you, guys. Remember, you can find them at dnftooldraw.com. Thank you so much for buying one. I'm glad it worked for you.
Yeah.
That's like on the Saturday show when Jeff was like, I had to use mine the other day too. And he's like, dude, that was so cool. And I'm like,
it's simple, yeah.
It is very cool. I'm like, yes, I like it.
All right.
My son's Lexus 350, we use sound deadener on the door skins to prevent vibration and foam deadener behind the door panels to cut back outside noise. Yeah, I mean, that's the combo.
Oh. Yeah.
Good? On a subwoofer enclosure box, how important is it to leave space between the bottom of the subwoofer and the back panel of the box? For example, I'm considering on getting a 4.5-inch mounting depth subwoofer for a 5.5-inch mounting depth box. Is that 1 inch enough for good sound? Oh my gosh. This is a great question. And it's not an easy answer, so please feel free to find the next question while I'm doing this. Okay. When does that actually matter? Simple. When the woofer you're going to buy has a big vented pole piece out the back. All right? So if you grab your woofer and you can hold it up and you can see the dust cap through the center of the woofer through the magnet, it matters because you got to have air behind that hole in order, because you're adding resistance, which is going to slow down the drive of the woofer. So when you have a hole on the back of the driver, the big magnet, when you have that hole, you need air behind it. You don't want to restrict the movement of the woofer. Now, not all woofers have that. So, case in point, you look at this guy right here, okay? See, this has no hole. Okay, it actually vents out the side. So this woofer doesn't matter. You can do whatever you wanted. So, hope that answers that question. That used to drive me crazy building boxes. I was like, it's got a hole in the back. I can't do that. Using Morelver 2602s, I checked for polarity, and they all lit up red. Is that okay? Yes. Basically what we're running into with that one, remember, when you're checking polarity, the most important thing is that you have them going the direction they're intended to go. A lot of the times when you're putting into a factory stereo, You'll grab that factory speaker, you'll test it, it'll polarity check the right way. This color's positive, this color's negative. You'll put it back in the car, hooked it up right, and then you get in and you play the auto track from the radio, and you put your polarity tester there, and they're all backwards. And you're like, what the frick is going on? That's okay. That's the way the manufacturer intended it, meaning the car manufacturer. Sometimes what'll happen is they'll run all the speakers backwards, but the Bluetooth mic isn't. So when you go and change them, you might get an echo. So if you put them in according to what the factory was, meaning you tested it and it did this, then you're right. When doing aftermarket amplifiers and all that, yes, it can get kind of weird. But the other thing too is to keep in mind, as long as every speaker is going in the same direction, or the direction you intended, you're fine. You just don't want this to be red and this to be green, because they're going to do this, and you're going to get no sound, or get really bad sound. I called a bit ago about upgrading the system in an 014 Charger. It has stock 4-inch touchscreen, and I would like to upgrade to an 8-inch with a backup cam. Complicated job. 2014 Charger. Go back to that pack page.
Yeah.
I think that's that dash kit. Like if you go to the home page, no, just like if you're on that one.
This is a Chrysler.
Yeah, but I think they make them for all.
They made for the Charger. I don't know if that's a Dodge.
You don't know if it's a Dodge?
Charger?
Yeah. All right, we'll look into that for a second. Give me 1 second on that.
2014, right?
Yes.
2014. I don't think it's gonna work in that one.
That's okay if it doesn't. The Metro makes it.
I know. Just don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
I mean, my phone's just hating life right now. So.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna show
I'm looking into that one.
All right, you're looking at that one. Hold thoughts.
All right.
I'm gonna quit this so that it doesn't turn off that.
No.
All right, so nothing.
I got nothing for that one.
So that's a Metro solution then.
That will be a Metro solution.
Go down. Wait. Steering wheel control interfaces. Yep. Yeah. So that's gonna be a Metro. That's gonna be a Metro kit solution right at the moment. Fernando will look that up. So hold tight. Yep, that's what we replaced mine with. Kicker of C-wire. LOL. Okay, so. Good morning from Maryland. What's happening? Okay, you answered that one. Where are we at?
All the way. That was one of the.
All right. Did Dean get the L7X15 on the planet? No, unfortunately, Jason, I did not get one of those. However, I can't show you guys pics, but I did get to see something today that you Kicker fans, are going to be so freaking cheesed up about. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to love this.
All right.
I can't show you because the Bart Ninja would drop out of the ceiling and kill me.
Yeah.
But,
a ninja would drop off.
Right now, because you have the small screen, and right now, because I data kits will work with this, but there's no dash kit. This is the dash kit you would need in order to do that, which is the Metro. Click on it to make it bigger. It goes down below where the air conditioner is now. Yes, we have done the kit. It did work. It does what it's supposed to. However, be prepared, because let me tell you what, this thing is god-awful expensive. Like, it's like big money. So,
right.
But that is a kit. That is.
But I mean, you have an option.
Yeah, that's it. Now scroll back down. That is the 996514B.
Yep.
So.
There you go.
Go with God. But yeah, as I was saying. All right, did we answer this one yet? I have the LC612. This is definitely the audio control show. I have the LC61200 with a turn-on pop. I'm using low-level input, so I'm not able to use the GTO. Is there another way to get it to work or get rid of the speaker pop? It depends. We have to figure out what's causing the pop. So using low-level inputs, what low-level unit are you using? Because the source unit is more than likely what is causing the pop. That's what we have to figure out. Why is it doing that? Is a simple delay turn on? Is something, because more than likely what's happening is everything's turning on at once, and that's why you're getting the pop. If you can add, like, Metro makes a device called a trigger, spelled exactly like, and that's the device. It's called a trigger, and it has delay that you can have. So like the radio would turn on, and then you could set it up to go 1, 2, 3, and then the amplifier turns on. That might be enough. You can mimic that by going, what's up, Mr. Vega? You can mimic that by going and like having the remote turn on your hand, turn on the radio, go 1, 2, 3, and then drop it on the amplifier and see if the pop goes away. If it does, then something like a simple trigger will fix it.
There you go.
I will have to go up to Knowledge Fest on Sunday when you guys are in town. Yes, Johnny, please.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be there. Ah, Javier!
What's up, Javier?
From Audio Systems in the house.
Yeah.
We have a solution for the charger.
Yes. Now, for the charger, also, you have to read the application side of it.
Right.
They say it doesn't retain the driver convenience group for the driver side, and depends what kind of car you have.
Give Audio Systems a call. They're in California. That's Audio Systems of California. Yeah. Maybe the junior's making a dash for that and using the iData interface.
Put an iPad in there.
I mean, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Deep breath, Dean. Means don't try it. Okay, guys, gotta run. Have a great one. You too, man.
Bye, Jason.
Just set the crossovers on the amp at highest, LOL, then use the head unit as a crossover. I mean, yes, you can do that for subwoofer. That'll work if you don't have it on off. Listen to you guys while I'm mow. Oh, makes for fun. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I would listen to me like if I was running. What is Hi-Fi saying? Remember when we had the PAC TR4 and it solved all these problems and many more? Yeah. It's a TR7. Actually, it was a TR7. They still make a TR4.
TS still making TR4.
Yeah, but that doesn't do any of this.
TR12.
Yeah, they had the TR12 too. But all that now is just the Metro trigger. So it's basically the same device. It's just Metro now makes it because PAC decided.
Just different sizes.
Well, yeah. PAC was like, I don't want to make it anymore. Go to the streaming banners.
Banners.
And click on.
I think.
Yep, that one. Click on that one.
This
yep.
One. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's that time of the night again for the last sponsor of the show, Focal America. So you can check them out at focalamerica.com/lines. Right now, they're talking about the auditor line. Do you have it pulled up there?
I don't know, because that's just...
I know. It's okay. I shut off my Wi-Fi. I go to that. If you're interested in picking up some of the most amazing car audio speakers on the market, make sure to head over to focalamerica.com. If you like hard dome tweeters, if you like sexy stuff like that. They also have the new Slate Fibers that just came out, but by all means, head over there, check them out, see what they got. There's definitely a speaker for every listener. Head over to focalamerica.com, check it out. Okay, back to, could you estimate percentage how the 12L7T sounds compared to the standard 12-inch sub? Would it be worth it to use up more space for more bass? I hate comparing like a shallow sub
with a
regular sub because the regular ones are always so much louder. I mean, it's
a bigger.
Yeah. It's just not even fair. I mean, they move so much more air. Okay, so there again, let's talk about application. If you have a truck and you got to fit something underneath a seat. If you can get the right airspace, the bigger sub is always going to move more air and sound better, hands down. It's always going to do that. So if you lift the seat, move the seat forward, move the seat back, and you can get all the airspace it needs, then yes, the normal size sub is going to be better. It hands down going to kill it. The problem is doing that. Like, you can't always do that. So then the natural, like, this is the best solution that we have. L7T, boom, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you could probably do a regular 8-inch in a ported enclosure and be like, smack, 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 smack.
I mean, yeah,
kind of sucks. But it's still not. I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, shallow woofers are shallow woofers. They're problem solvers. They're never made to like sound like a regular deep woofer. They're just the best that they can be. We always settle. Multiple layers creates more bass as part of the surface. Newton's law of motion applies here. That's the reason why speaker cones are made out of the lightest material possible. This falls back to the conversation we were having about sound treatment.
Yeah.
All right. Go back to the bottom. All right. All right. No, go to Javier. We have 8-inch to replace factory 4-inch and have CarPlay. Okay.
There you go.
Like I said, check out Audio Systems in California.
Give him a call.
Give Javier Jr. or Jack a call.
Yep.
And go from there. All right. 12-inch L7T Sun has 144 square inches of cone. A 12-inch cone has 113. Oh, the cone area is never the problem. Cone area is never the problem. It does have more cone area. It's the linear movement that kind of slows things down, you know. But yeah, it's pretty good. What's up, Bobby?
Where you are right now?
Oh, I think he's at home.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Finally, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I know, right?
The vacation's over?
I had a 10-inch. It's never over. He's retired. He's on permanent vacation.
Oh, so next
it's just
week.
an excuse to go away.
So Saturday we living again?
Yeah, I could.
No
That's the
problem.
joy of being
Tomorrow.
retired.
Yeah.
I had the 10-inch Phoenix Gold installed in my Frontier under the seat and loud enough for a 10. And I agree. I mean, shallow mount woofers do their job.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like, okay, so let's talk about, okay, when you put a shallow mount woofer, you're usually putting it in a situation where it's like you just don't have room for a big subwoofer.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
So like an F-150
Yeah.
underneath the back seat, you don't want to lift the back seat. I mean, granted, Foxbox makes you can fit a normal 10 in a Foxbox underneath that, and yes, hands down, better.
Oh, we just have that.
Better way to go. But if you can't, then shallow
go with the
woofer
shallow.
is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, 210 shallow underneath the seat sounds wonderful.
Yeah, that's what they make the lift kits if you want more bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yawn. Boom. Oh, that felt great. What's on the schedule for this week? Man, I have no idea.
First, we gotta finish this one.
Yeah, we have a Toyota Tacoma that we started today.
Yeah.
It's done for the most part. We just have to come in tomorrow morning and tune it. And that's good.
Tune.
Oh, Dean, that Newton's comment wasn't made for you. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah. I have the 10-inch L7T because that's what fit under the back seat of my F-50.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley had the L7T in the Haley mobile. She has, the bigger full-size Escape.
Yeah.
And we originally went with the L7T. For one, we had it and we wanted to see what it sounded like, and that filled that car up like big time.
Yeah.
I mean, now she has the two Kenwood 12-inch subs in there, and that's ginormous, and it's great.
Did she like it?
Oh, yeah, of course,
like,
of course. Yeah, it's a ton of bass.
The whole thing.
But yeah, I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
When I use the time alignment on my WT 6800, it brings the sound to the front of the steering wheel, not the center. Is that normal? No, but keep in mind in a Pioneer, you need to flip it. So whatever the measurement you're getting for the drivers, put it on the passenger and put the passenger on the driver. So flip the two front numbers on all. So flip everything 180. So if this is 35, let's say 35, 50, do 50, 35, and you'll be right as rain. Because Pioneer does their stuff backwards. They kind of suck that way.
Well, I mean, they design it
just,
over there. Then.
Yeah, it's just what it is. I will see you guys Saturday. Really?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Victor's coming.
Threaten me like that.
Victor is coming.
Ever do old school passive crossover stuff? I have an SUV rear has 6-inch mid bass driver and an 8-inch in the stock box. Never enough mid bass, so I used Parts Express crossovers, crossed the mid bass over at 100, and used the bridge channels for the little sub crossover 400. Ever do the 3-channel fun stuff anymore? I mean, we still use. I mean, the nice thing is most aftermarket speakers come with passive crossovers. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what that display is there, is so that we can show what passive crossovers, what they do, how many they're different are. But yeah, active is fun for sure, but
very good.
Wife's getting this up. Perfect. Yeah, it just depends. Like this has got full passive crossovers in it, so it's
gonna sound great.
But I haven't had any custom passive crossovers built in a really, really, really long time. Thank God. Did you ever put the JBL 8-channel DSP in your car? Not yet. Not yet.
So much stuff, man. So much stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds great. All right, so he's coming to tune in the Kenwood.
Oh.
Okay.
No, man, you're on your own. What was it? Driving both cars? I've got a set of vintage custom-made 3-way passive crossovers. No use for them, but they're so cool, I just can't get rid of them. Oh, totally understand. I mean, right? I mean, those big coils, coils and capacitors and resistors, and I remember because when I bought my Morel home cabinets at the time, they made really crappy crossovers in them, so I had to have new ones made. So, you know, when they showed up, these big passive crossovers that had to fit through the 8-inch driver.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Where are they just sitting in the bottom?
No, they're screwed in.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, just like screwed in the bottom.
No, man. No, because that was the problem with the originals. What had happened was the coil fell off of they glued it in. The coil fell off, so you wrote and you hear thump 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 thump, and I was like, what the hell is that? And there was the coil just like a ball of wire sitting in the bottom of the cabinet. I was like, oh, this is what you get, huh? Nice. Can you bypass the Harman Kardon system in a Kia? Go to the...
It's not iData make?
iData makes an interface for the DSR1 for the new Kia stuff. So that would be the place I would check, is to see if iData makes the... Because we don't know the year. So
yeah, we don't know the year.
Oh, go to iData, which is this website right here. You can find it at idatamaestro.com. You can type in your make, model, and year of said Kia and see what they make for your car. If they do make something, it's going to be for the DSR1 to allow you to plug that in as your preamp / DSP or DSP. So yeah, they make the Toshlink adapters and all that other fun stuff for that car. So you might be in luck. If I use a 3-way system in the front, mid-bass and door, tweeter and sail panel, and the mid-range and front dash speaker drop right in, would you use a mid-range or a coaxial for center? You know, a lot of the times manufacturers just use a mid-range as center, which I think is, I don't know, I feel like you'd want a coaxial, you know, because you want the...
Normally you put like
stage,
a, yeah.
Yes, I mean, you want the sound stage to match.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if these are the only two tweeters that are out here on the sides, I feel like you're going to get a dip in the center. So I would probably say coaxial of like-sized tweeter, if it were me. Or just do a component set where you have the same mid-range, same tweeter.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. I have a 2018 Outback with Starlink. Ugh, poor guy. To get the best signal for my Helix V8, would you use 2 kicker key locks, front and rear, or a JL Fix 86? Tuning has been a pain in the butt due to input signal. So, what you may want to do is buy the Helix microphone, because the Helix has de-equalization with all pass filter integration into it, so you should be able to get the Helix to do what you need it to do. I mean, obviously the simpler solution, if you just want a magic button to press, the 2 kicker key locks can do way more than JL Fix. But then the question is, do you need rear? Like, are you a front to rear fader guy? If you are, then yeah, obviously 2 key locks would work for you. But if you don't need it, then just go like front only into the Helix V8. But the Helix V8, the software should be enough to get you what you need. And they have the auto tune now. If you get their, you don't necessarily need to use their microphone, but their microphone does work the best. So something else to think about instead of if you're having a hard time doing it all by ear or analog. because they have RTAs built into it. If you get a 2023 Escalade into have work done, will you make a video? Yeah, I gotta say I'm not real excited about seeing that, but yeah, if it does, probably. What's Scott? I tried to post a picture of the 3 custom crossovers, but it got denied. Yeah, unfortunately, we have some really stiff sensors, and they are particular. They hold no favorites towards anybody. So it's like, nope.
Sorry,
click,
man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But I appreciate it.
Must have been too sexy. That is for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, we got an exciting week to look forward to here, as that it is Monday, and like, hey man, it can only go up from here. What is? Hold on. Damn it. Oh, hold on. Have you worked on a Ford Maverick yet? I'm considering one for my next vehicle. No, but you're more than welcome to bring it by, and we'll work on it. You guys are great. Appreciate your knowledge. No, we thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Anyways, as I was saying, we got a week to look forward to. We'd like to thank the show sponsors. Obviously, Morel is great. Find them at morelhifi.com. You can go and find Focal at focal-merrick.com. Even though they weren't up there today, let's give a big shout out to audiocontrol.com, as well as if you're interested in picking up the coolest tool in the world, the one to make your life the best, the IRTA, the 2-channel two-channel
electrical RTA.
Thank you. Jesus, man, brain fart. It's funny, like back to that Subaru, you can easily connect the left and right and find out immediately where your all-pass filter is. If you'd like to see a video on how that works, there again, go to dnftooljar.com, and that second video right there that you just went past will show you how to verify an all-pass filter. So then you could just go into your DSP software and turn it on, and life is good. So, boom, I appreciate Nando's beard.
Hey man, I'm trying.
Hopefully,
it's hard.
No, get it trimmed. Yeah, you need to get it trimmed. Listen, if you guys want more information, you can always find us during the week over on Instagram. 5-Star Car Stereo there is a great place to find us during the week. We answer questions all week long. You can, of course, wait till Saturday. We'll be back at 6 o'clock doing the same show, just over on YouTube. That's right. Well as Friday morning, we have the news. Everything that's happening in the car audio industry, we try to report to you guys and give you guys so you stay informed of the shortages, the ups, the downs, the new products, the old products, anything that's happening in the world. You can find it on the news on Friday morning at 9 o'clock on Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, the YouTube channel. And also, if you'd like to pick up some cool swag, you can find it over on dnfswag.com. That's dnfswag.com. DNF Tool Drawer. It's all places where things are at. Yeah, ZZ Top all the way. You guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do what you do. We'll see you back here again next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.